So I was laying in my tent, happened to just kind of look out, not getting up, and saw you at the picnic table.
Which is right back over, way up over here, actually. Yeah.
So I didn't pay any attention. I was thinking, okay, time to get up. So I sat up, got my shoes on, opened up the tent, wasn't looking up there, got out, and started walking to about here, I would guess.
Okay, so you're this far away from the cabin and the picnic table up here, and I could see the window of the cabin up.
And the door's open.
Yeah.
And I noticed you, and both times it was your back, and it was kind of a grayish charcoal gray shirt, and I knew you had the Sasquatch cave art type of shirt, and I have one, so I knew that shirt. And so about here is where I saw you in the window.
So the window right in the centered here on the photo. I don't know.
So what I was thinking is, when you were outside down here, everyone was talking, and I don't remember if I saw or thought I saw Barb and Sandy, but I definitely saw you. So then I thought, once I was about here and looked up, you were in the house, and I saw you in the window. So then I walked up to the picnic table, but it was dusk, darker, so I was just paying attention to the ground where I was walking. I didn't pay any attention to you guys. So I walked right up to the picnic table and noticed that it was all cleaned off. There was barely anything on it. I didn't walk this way, I walked that way.
Oh, around there, okay.
So I walked right up to the picnic table. There was my water bottle and then just one or two other things on the other side of the picnic table, because we already had dinner and I think everyone cleaned it off. And because there was nothing on the table, I assumed you were in the house and people were doing dishes, Sandy and Barb, or you were just talking, some people doing. But when I got to the table, I didn't see anyone. Didn't hear anyone. It's just now turning dark, so I opened up my water bottle and drank some water. And I started thinking, well, okay, well, I don't hear anyone in there. The table's clear. Everything seems to be in order. So I thought, well, maybe it was just Samantha. So I happened to go up on the porch, opened the doors, and noticed that the bathroom door was wide open. It's on the other side of the refrigerator, the
Not
bathroom.
the door that we see open in front. So you must have been on the side a little bit to be able to see the bathroom door, maybe over here.
I was on the porch.
Oh, you were on the porch and you could actually see.
On the porch, like right there, you could see the bathroom door above the refrigerator.
Right, okay.
So I was on the porch, I opened the door, stuck my head in, and said, hello? Because I thought, I saw you in the window, so I thought maybe you were using the restroom with the door open, thinking that no one's around. And no one said anything, so I just closed the door and came back, and right when I turned around, I noticed a red flash, and I heard Gabby over by the cars. So then I walked down and had some more water, and that's when I saw Barb and Sandy talking over there. And then I just sat down, and then they came up. And at that time, your car wasn't there, and you've already gone. You weren't even around.
Yeah, I wasn't even here. And it was kind of weird because I had already left earlier to go back to my cabin and take care of some things there. And then so I left there and went up to the tavern just for a minute. And then all of a sudden Barb's coming up to the tavern said, there's two things. I need coffee that you have in your car, and it says, I want to check to see if you're okay. I says, why would you check to see if I'm okay? It says, well, because we thought you were down at the cabin. I said, no, I was never there. And then I come down and you were telling me your experience before. So, so that is just really odd. And trying to figure out what in the world you know, why I'm seeing actually in the house like that. And
And at the picnic table right here. Right
and
where my
oh,
chair
okay.
is.
So you actually saw me sitting here as well,
No, standing.
standing here.
When I woke up and I was still laying in my tent back there, I just happened to look without sitting up, just look out my tent because I can see all the way up there, and I saw you standing right here at the end of this table.
Really, unmistakable.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
And at that time, I remember just seeing you. I don't know, or I assumed you were talking to Barb and Santa. I assumed
But you didn't see nobody else. You were just seeing me standing
saw
up
you
here.
standing.
But from the distance over
Yes.
there. Then as you got closer, then you saw me in the window.
Well, 10 feet outside my tent.
Oh, okay.
Where,
Right, and then
and then I paid attention to where I was walking because it was starting to get dark. And I was,
right.
not paying too much attention until I got up here and didn't see anything else once I was up here. Everything that I saw was back by the tent.
And then as you got closer, it was
So I
gone.
saw you twice.
Okay.
The first time you were at the end of this table where I was just laying in my tent. And the second time 10 feet outside my tent, you were in the window. So that's why I assumed you all went inside.
Well, that's what makes it strange. It's not just in one spot you're seeing me. You actually saw in two different spots. And we were trying to basically conjecture what, there. Obviously you saw something. That is unmistakable. And, I'm thinking, is this, it just throws up some questions.
I was laying down trying to take a nap. Maybe I did, but I was awake.
You were awake.
I wasn't asleep.
Was it Sasquatch kind of coming to visit and then somehow made you think it was me? It's hard to say. Don't know what.
The things that I do remember also that were going on was back where my tent is, on each side, the properties on each side. So why don't you aim it at the camera?
Sure.
Or at the tent. So
All
right there at my tent,
right.
all the way to the left is another property and a house. And I
Right,
noticed
next door.
people were talking. They had 2 extra cars of people. So that I saw them in the window talking and laughing and having a good time. Like they may have been having dinner.
Right.
And if you look at my tent again, if you go right to the right is a creek, but it's dry, and another property. Well, these people were sitting at their picnic table, which is right next to the dry creek. So they were like 50 feet away from me.
So you were surrounded by people.
People were around. So,
but then you're looking up here and you see me.
yeah.
Wow, that is just amazing.